Meaningful conversation.
Alright, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Very good morning. And today we have Loon. Most of you guys who are on LinkedIn would be very familiar with this face. Loon is very active on LinkedIn. I'm very happy to see that being progress, and also that would lead to some of my questions later with Loon. But Loon, you just arrived. What was your first impression of the NHCCE this year compared to last year?
Oh, okay. This year, I just arrived, right? This year, it looks much more organized than last year.
Very good.
Last year, we came in, then there was a little bit of hiccup, whether to register here or whether to register there, right? This round, right, they arrange it in a nice way so that we know exactly where to go.
Better flow, right?
Yeah, better flow, yes.
Exactly. This must go to HRD Corp for always continuously improving. Very good. And then this year, I think a little bit more concise in terms of the topic is very prominent, which is related to AI, and I'm sure you are very actively using AI.
Yes.
What's your thought? What's your thought on AI?
AI is a very powerful tool, I would say.
Okay.
The whole idea is that how can we use AI to actually enhance our productivity instead of being too obsessive towards it.
Okay.
I know sometimes when we encounter something new, right, it is very interesting.
Correct.
And when it is interesting, automatically we zoom it without knowing that time has passed.
Yeah.
So there are so many tools, and there are new tools every day coming up from the market itself. So for me, I'm just right now focusing only a few of them,
Okay.
so that it helps to improve my productivity.
What are some of the go-to AI that you're using right now?
Oh, right now I'm using GPT, but GPT was my full focus previously.
Okay.
Yeah, now I'm using Gemini, Google Gemini. Previously known as Bard, and I'm also using Perplexity to sort out information. It is a search engine, but it is able to update and then give you some sort of customization in terms of explanation.
All right.
And I'm also using Napkin.ai. It is actually useful for to create a template on the visual template for the whole bunch of text.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very helpful.
Very good,
And of course, I am also using Midjourney. Yeah, the undisputed AI image generator.
I'm not too much into image generation on AI. Playing around with it a little bit. Tak pandai lah prompt.
Initially, right, it takes some time to actually understand the prompt. What I do is I look at the prompts that's being released. For example, in LinkedIn, right, they give you the whole concept, and then from there you understand the concept, then you utilize certain keywords, and then you start to memorize. Because right, the newer version of the GPTs, right, they are able to memorize your word of preference. They know exactly what you want. Yeah. So the more you engage with them, it's like you are talking to a human lah. When you are talking to a human, you provide detailed instruction, and then telling them what do you expect and what not to expect, right?
Okay.
They will come up with the things that you want. So the more you use, the easier it becomes.
Interesting.
Yes.
Okay. How do you see AI change trainers? How they do things and whatnot?
Oh, a lot. For me personally, right, previously, I look back at my own projects, right? Previously, it would take me 6 months of effort. Right now, I can actually complete it within 2 weeks. Yeah, that's a significant reduction. AI, in terms of organizing, right, they are able to quickly summarize and then organize the content for you, so that I skip the process of actually trying to analyze. They give me a basic understanding, and then from there I add on, and then a few iterations, then I get the one product that I want.
So that's what you mean by helping with productivity.
Yes.
Okay. Probably a lot of trainers may be thinking, how about the cost of AI?
Okay, the cost of AI. Obviously, right, for me, I'm using Gemini partly because a lot of basic functions that I need, it is already there.
Yeah.
But if you are looking for some really serious stuff, right, I would really suggest you go for the $20 a month GPT-4, right? That function is another level.
Oh, okay.
But it really depends on what you want to do. It's either you want to use one tool for everything that you want to do, right? Or it's up to you to put a few things and then combine together. Yeah, it depends on your approach actually.
I see. Okay, that's interesting. Now, moving along towards like what I mentioned earlier on, being active on LinkedIn. How much time do you actually spend to be on LinkedIn?
Oh, okay. On LinkedIn itself. All right. Before LinkedIn, I was actually pretty active. I write regularly,
okay.
but not so much on a specific topic.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like some reflection on life lah, daily observations lah, my viewpoint, this and that. So what I did with LinkedIn is that after I know that LinkedIn is basically for corporate lah, professional way of doing things, right? I summarize. I would say I actually redesign my content to fit into the framework of LinkedIn.
Oh.
So from there onwards, right, I've nailed down to a few key points. That's it. Rather than going here, there, everywhere, I've nailed down to only 3 key points. Okay. So my key points are right now would be mindfulness, mindful communication, emotional intelligence, stress management. Yeah, of course, the psychology safety is the bigger part of it, but because it is something that we cannot really see upfront, right? So I have to go with something that is visible first.
All right. Okay, in terms of going through the process, because other social media is very intuitive and it's social, right? Like Facebook, Instagram, it's for pictures and whatnot. Did you actually went through a formal learning process of how to use LinkedIn?
Actually, no. Actually, LinkedIn, the interface is pretty intuitive, I would say. Okay. It's just that when I first started, right, I did not have the expectation of who or how or who would read my contents.
I see.
So I did not design to cater for specific audience.
Understand.
My approach is like, I put up something, so if the algorithm likes it, right, someone that likes the topic will come automatically. Okay. And I realized that the algorithm has changed from time to time. So right now, I nail it down to the 3 topics, and I discuss all the topics based on the key components there.
Okay. In comparison with Facebook,
Facebook.
Were you active on Facebook before?
Last time, yes. Facebook, long time ago, but I have not been active in Facebook for many years already, I would say.
Okay.
Firstly, because the crowd is not there, and then everyone is more towards sharing personal stuff, and then I mean everyone is trying to chase for likes and whatnot lah. So it makes no sense for me to continue to be there, and it takes time and effort to actually to nurture, to build your social media presence.
Exactly. Have you managed to see results from being active on social media? I mean, now being a bit more focused, using AI to help you do stuff and whatnot. The ROI.
Okay, if you are talking about dollars and cents, so far I have not closed any deals on LinkedIn. That's very direct. But
fair expectation.
Yeah, it helps to actually establish my presence on what topics that I'm actually good at.
I'm very keen on asking you if you don't mind sharing.
Yes.
The engagement in terms of playing the national anthem. Alamak, tapi tak apa. What is your reach? I mean, generally speaking, on average.
On average, okay, previously I started with 2-3 posts a day.
Okay. And
then afterwards I've shifted to 4-5 posts a day.
Oh, okay.
And for the one whole month, last month, right, I was posting almost every day, 7 days a week.
Oh.
Yeah. I see actually there's an increment in terms of impression. Okay. But the engagement, it happens to, it is related to exactly to what you want to say. If you push here and there so many things, right? People who are used to your content, they might not find that thing on time. Meaning to say, right? When they are scrolling and then your content is not there, then they will not remember you. So my idea right now is that I post regularly, but not every day, but specific topics, so that we build up the habit. Right? We have to think from the perspective of the reader, the audience itself. Then we build them up and then let them be comfortable with the way we deliver.
Okay, that's good. That's a very important advice. I go into social media without having any formal learning on it, and then went through like yourself, figuring things out and whatnot. I see there is a very important need to stay focused.
Yes, yes.
And allocate some time for it. I think it's one of the efforts online for trainers to be present and to be known. How about offline efforts? What are some of the things you do offline? I mean, like attending this event is probably one of it.
Yes, events like this are actually a good way to understand what the industry is showing or what the industry is happening.
Okay.
Offline, I do meet up personally with trainers and associations when they have networking sessions.
Okay.
To me, I realize that it's actually equally important to balance the online presence and offline presence.
Yeah.
Because ultimately, there's so much you can do online. When you are dealing offline, right, face-to-face engagement, you can tell a lot more about this person, and then a lot of contents and discussions can happen along the way.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay. Last part. I don't want to hold you too long because there's a lot to see around here. When you build a good online presence and then you also actively participating offline networking and whatnot, how do you manage different of expectation? Because some people online presence very polished, but when you meet them face to face, they're like,
that's a huge drop in terms of expectation.
Yeah.
I understand that. The way I look at it, right? I maintain the same thing. What I appear offline will be the same as how I appear online.
That's a very important thing to do. Yes.
Be authentic. No point you try to create a persona and then find it challenging to maintain or upkeep it.
Correct.
It's going to eat into your mental capacity. That's where the burnout, all the stress starts to happen.
Yeah. I think it fits your topic very well. Mental burnout, right? Because it's not easy. Of course, it takes effort. And then going through my own experience, as a trainer who runs your own training company, of course you have to have marketing efforts.
Yes.
While you're waiting to grow, when you have the capacity to hire, that's a different story lah. So if you're actively selling, then people know you're there. But once you get a deal, then you're going to be busy conducting training, and you're going to be absent from the social media or even networking sessions. So to balance that out is very crucial.
Yes.
All right. Very, very interesting. Thank you, Loon, for dropping by. We will edit a little bit, but not much, and then we'll upload. This will go into Access Ideas podcast on YouTube and also on Spotify. If you want a copy of it, let us know and we'll send you a copy. You can use it whatever way you like. Again, thank you very much for being here. Again, ladies and gentlemen, Loon, please follow him on LinkedIn for all his thoughts and perspective. Maybe some final words, Loon?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Fauzan, for inviting me to be here today to share with all of you. Just be yourself and enjoy. And thank you for listening. And I wish you all the best.
All right. So that's it from us for this session. Thanks for tuning in. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Stay safe. Yay.
This was an Access Ideas Malaysia production.